Hi, I'm Kat, and this is our daily tarot. We have an opening card today of the Seven of Pentacles. So if we look at the person that's in this card, they're reviewing how their coins are growing on this bush that's next to them. There's 6 coins on the bush, all in various sizes, and then there's one coin in between their 2 boots that are different colors. And they also are leaning on a wand, kind of observing the outcome of their will and their efforts and how it's growing and manifesting. Now, this is a card reminding us to have patience, and it's quite likely that there's something that we've been working on in life, in manifesting or creating or, materializing, because it's a pentacle card and it's taking time, and we're feeling some sense of impatience around it because it's like, okay, come on, is this watermelon ever going to be ripe enough to pluck so I can actually enjoy the watermelon, And it's this reference to allowing things to take the time that they need to take in order for it to ripen. The challenge that we're facing today is that sense of this mental space that we can get kind of stuck in, around how we feel challenged around the ideal nature of what we should have or what our life should look like and what it actually looks like, right? Because we have these 3 swords that are framed up top and we have this 1 sword down below. And we have to be careful about that because how we see things can be really limiting in life. And we can imprisonate ourselves based on where we see that we can't go out in the world based on just our viewpoint, our perspective. And it's important that the way that we're going to get through that is that we actually have to have a different, emotional vibration in our bodies. So we have the 10 of Cups that came in as the way that we're going to get through the challenge. And 10s are numbers of crystallization, because when you go from 0 to 9, right? 9 is actually the complete, it's the most ultimate number in 0 to 9. And then once you go to 10, you go back to the 1. And so you have a crystallization, you have some kind of materialization of something that creates a new beginning for you to start all over again. So 10s are like this idea of okay, now I see what it is. Now we see the outcome of this in its entirety rather than just the completion of the idea. So there's this crystallization. If you go into a new relationship and you get married, for instance, that's become crystallized in this emotional picture. But it's important for us to look at what we actually feel in happiness in our lives and what does that feel like, and have it actually percolate and crystallize inside of our body. And it's important to remember that the outcome of the day is ultimately that we are the manifestors. We are the manifestors of our universe, of our lives, based on where we feel empowered, where we take action, and where we talk about and describe our personal lives and our potential. So the outcome for the day came in as the Magician card, which is related to Mercury. Mercury just went retrograde today, interestingly enough, and it's going to be coming out of retrograde in early February. So we have a couple of weeks here where we're in this time of slowing down and reviewing how we see things, how we talk about things. And we also have to remember that ultimately how we see things and talk about things creates the environment that we are living in, and that we can materialize anything that we actually want as long as we use all of our tools appropriately, right? So this is the energy of this card. He's a conduit. He's pulling down the power that he needs in order to take action in the universe with all of the tools that he's been provided with. And he has the sword, and he has the wand, and he has the cup, and he has the pentacle. He has all of the tools, just like all of us have all the tools. We have our emotions, we have our mind, we have our body, and we have our will. So what are we going to do with those 4 tools? And do we trust that we can pull down the energy and effort that we need to materialize that which we want to create in the world? But it takes action, right? We're never going to have a ripe fruit if we don't actually feed our crops and if we don't water our crops. If we never plant the seed, we're never going to be able to pluck the watermelon. So it's important for us to take, like put our attention on where we put our efforts and where we put our mind, because if we stare at the pentacles and we're like, it's never going to grow into fruit, it's not even worth it to water the freaking watermelon, then it's not likely we're going to get a watermelon, right? And so we have to consider that we have the ability to manifest what we want, but we have to take action to do it. And so that's the message of today from the cards. I hope it was useful wherever you're at. If you have any questions, let me know. And I send a good wish to you. I hope you're well, and I send you blessings on what you're trying to manifest. Mwah. Bye for now.